Right, now this is in regards to a raise to monthly benefits in regards to the inflation data based on the COLA. In other words, cost of living adjustment, okay? Let's run through the data and what it's looking like as of right now. Things have changed. I'm going to say that right here, right now. Things have changed in a pretty big way based on this most recent data. Okay, so let's just run through some quick numbers here. If you're getting a $600 monthly benefit check, we're potentially looking at a 2% COLA now for next year. And again, I totally get it. 2026 is still a long time from now, but again, more on that in just a minute. I'll explain more of why I'm looking at this right now and why we want to continue looking at these numbers. Anyway, right now, if you're getting a $600 monthly benefit, applying a potential 2% COLA to that would increase your benefits by $12 per month. Nothing. That's nothing, right? A $700 monthly benefit, applying a 2% COLA to that would increase benefits by $14 per month. Again, an $800 monthly benefit, applying a 2% potential COLA to that would increase monthly benefit checks by $16 per month. A $900 monthly benefit, applying a potential 2% COLA to that would increase benefits by $18 per month. And a $1,000 monthly benefit, applying a potential 2% COLA to that would increase benefits by $20 per month. Now, if you are getting the average benefits, which is, by the way, for the average SSDI beneficiary right now is getting just under $1,600, that would increase benefits, applying again a potential 2% COLA to that would increase benefits by about $32 per month. And the average retiree right now getting just under $2,000 per month, applying a 2% COLA to that would increase benefits by $40 per month. Again, not much, okay? Now, why do I want to look at this, and why am I even talking about this right now when we're so far away from 2026? Here's why. The first few months of this year, inflation was actually going up pretty substantially. It was looking like, oh wow, we're actually going to be looking up quite a bit here, and prices are rising, inflation is going up. Looks like we might be getting a pretty healthy COLA. However, things change. This March number is actually looking quite a bit lower. In fact, this is a pretty low number that we haven't seen since 2021. So it's been quite a few years since we've seen numbers like this. However, let me point something else out, okay? In March, we did not see the implementation of the tariffs, for the most part, at least the impacts of them. However, April, for sure, we're starting to see the impacts of the tariffs. In other words, we're going to start seeing those higher prices because of that. That's going to be reflected in the inflation data that we will see in about a month in the middle of May, right? So here we are, again, second half of April right here, right now, as I film this video, but in May, in about mid-May, we're going to be getting April's inflation data. That's going to be very pivotal because we're going to see the impacts of the of the tariffs reflected in the inflation. So we may see a higher